Five, four, three, two, one, start. This screenshot is going to go about a minute. I used the screen recording function and it always glitches out. It never lasts more than a minute before crashing, or much longer than that. So I made about 6 of them, about 6, 7 minutes at 25% speed. So this is going to go quarter speed, and then we're going to go through it again at half speed of that. I don't know what that is. Is that half times a quarter for this next speed? I forget the math on that, the ruling. Here we go. He starts out with the gaslighting the 666 thing with the making a 666 out of the hand. I got a coffee. He likes going up into that corner. I started to watch through this, just a half minute like this, and then I said, I'm not going to watch this. It's going to be spontaneous. I claim that there's no need to cherry pick, and that's precisely the truth. If there are no real comments, maybe there are no real page stats. See right there, I went to a second screen recording, but it lines up pretty good. There was a continuity there. So I found a point in this new latest episode where they had Joe Rogan talking pretty much in a monologue way. The guest pops in for about 5 seconds to nod his head, like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're in conversation. I've been at this for a number of years, so it must be out there, so to speak, that all this shit is 100% scripted. This wouldn't have been possible back in the day with the TV. Myself with this ongoing shtick is only possible through social media type. And I'm an example. There it is, that few seconds where he goes like, yeah, I agree with you. And even there, one can see he was unnaturally gliding. He still is. I'm glad I didn't watch this through. No need to cherry pick. He loves looking up there. See, they're doing. Sorry, I've been doing that for years, saying "see" before the sentences. And then I figured out how to stop doing that, but now I'm doing it again. I have to let it go. I have to let people figure it out for themselves. I can't live for others. I'm trying though, in a way, to get anyone who's unaware how scripted it all is to finally see, like, oh wow. Because it's not just Rogan, it's all of them. Piers Morgan. They went from the blog writing system to the TV system. And I popped along the way. I made that move too. It's definitely no fun for me anymore since they freeze the stats. I think I get many more numbers than they give, that it doesn't make any sense the way they're putting it, like that I get no stats or they freeze. This guy looks sick. I mean, not healthy. I'm about the same age as him. I could see the chicken face syndrome he has. He does not look healthy. They got misalignment of the eyes, too. It's true. I was going to say, I'm focused. It seems like I'm hyper focused on Rogan, but he's just really easy to study. He's an easy example. He's the big cheese, so to speak. I noticed today that Edward Snowden was on with Joe Rogan. I searched it out and wow, I can't believe that. So that's how stupid Edward Snowden is, that he thought he could give away all the secrets, yet still remain within society. Or it would be even more extreme than that, and they offered him quite a lot of money to do what he did, and all he would have to do is live out the remainder of his life in exile from NATO, USA. Rogan's all tensed up. He's a narcissist, so his aura, his energy is easy to locate. It's all situated in his brain. He's shaking his head, that violent shakety shake thing. That somehow stopped upsetting me lately. So even though I'm wasting even more time doing this crop out system and watching him, there's his hands. Not even trying. They used to get a duper's delight. There used to be a duper's delight. Because we didn't know they were doing this, did we? So it got so bad, then they cut to, that was him continuously up until that break thing they do. So except for the little bit with, we have about a half minute of the screenshot as an intermission. And then we're running through that same stuff again. But at half the speed of what we just saw. So people will, they'll see the physics of it that he's reading. And that everything's scripted. Charlie Kirk was a scripted CUNT. There he is using his hands. Oh, now you have different cropping going on, so it's all going to be a freshie. Now it might suck in spots because I didn't edit. I didn't check on this. I just did it. Because I'm mailing it in. Should be in HD, high definition. Do we stare at people when we like that when we talk to them? Then he goes up to that upper left corner. So the cropping doesn't work right there. There he is in the little corner. Maybe that blink down is they're trying to reset their misaligned eyes. So I finally put that two and two together. That's where Callum would be. He should be the guest. I put two and two together that they got misalignment of the eyes. And that's from the using like at least 5 teleprompters, and they're all spaced out. That's the clearest way. Like right there, it's obvious he's reading. Usually they try to look at angles away from us where we can't impossible, but it gets very difficult to see the eye movement if they're turned away from the camera. So I think the blink down is when they get the misaligned eye because they're yanking those eyeballs around. And I looked into it a little bit. And it's we don't have many muscles in our eye. Right there, that's pure luck the way this is lining up so well. Because I would just I would just stop it and save what I'd have. And then I'd reset the thing about a second or two back. So this is fairly continuous. No need to cherry pick because this is going on everywhere. No need to care anymore because it's going on everywhere and there's no way to penetrate this. There's no way to get it to stop. I've been trying to eliminate it. I eliminated, I possibly eliminated Adrian Lamo by tweeting at him. I definitely eliminated Debbie Lusignan and Farron Franzak. I eliminated Jardula. I've eliminated quite a number of people. I eliminated Fiorella's brother. I caught him filming for police at Echo Park. I found that they were filming for police on that January 6th thing, and their video was used for on that trial for the cop who got hit with the bear spray, if that actually was what happened. I was only concerned that Convo Coach, I don't have to do play-by-play. I don't have to do anything here. It's so freaking obvious. So for some reason, I believe Rogan knows about my channel and these videos. I think a lot of them do. And somehow those stats don't get added. Wow, that worked out well. I hardly worked on it at all. There's that here's where that guy pipes in. So they're moving their necks in weird angles, flapping their arms. Every fucker out there who's come into contact with my videos as a fucking teacher. I don't work. I don't fit in. I don't have anything to do with this world, pretty much, anymore. They can't do anything to me because they already effed me over a SWAT-gate, Wienergate, the Brett Kimberlin thing. I got effed with. And there's nothing going on social media where there's news or history or anything legitimate in which my story could be shared. Edward Snowden got interviewed by Joe Rogan? No. Scripted bitch, Edward Snowden. Well, if he's in on it to that extent, like, that... I hate fucking Piers Morgan. I hate each and every one of them I hate. And the politicians, everything is so fucked up that this is going on. They thought they could break me. But I kept getting stronger and stronger. Let's see, what do we have? About 6.5 minutes to go. I feel like the cropping went quite well for this. Right there, it's not that good, I admit it. But it does show that he's moving his head all over the place. So you put the fuckers on mute. You put this shit on mute. You might even want to do what I'm doing here because it makes it even easier and less unsettling, upsetting to watch them arm flap and distract. His face, I'm noticing he has that tardive dyskinesia thing right there. Shaking his head up and down. Isn't that bizarre? Isn't that effing bizarre that they all do that? Dave Smith is the worst. He's crashing his head at such and Kim Iverson is looking weird as fuck. Now, if we can get into contact with them, that was my shtick. I would fucking tweet people directly. Oh, I got Wyatt Reed. He was on Grey Zone with Blumenthal. I got him to quit. I think Blumenthal's wife quit because of me. I think Jimmy Dore's wife isn't around too often because of me. Their counter shtick to me is to make it look like I'm a nothing, like I'm a nobody. I played with that. I said, okay, you want to do that to me? Fine. It's like a Streisand effect. And then the person asks, how come if I watch that guy's video, the page view isn't counted? Or, that is pretty weird what happened right there, that Jimmy Dore having that Three Stooges thing, slapping that around. That was odd. Something like that people might notice. But in general, they're not going to notice that. They're probably not even going to notice, they might not notice my stuff on Farron, Debbie Lusignan, this or that, where I did quite well to Cyber Sleuth. The Echo Park stuff. But that shows the nature of the internet, how rigged it is. How there are no search engines, how there's no freedom, how they're criminals, how they commit treason, which is death penalty. But I'm non-violent, and we're not even allowed to incite violence, or we can't try to drive people to suicide. So, but I noticed with Lamo and Lusignan, well, maybe I contributed to that, and if so, then I'm fucking proud. Like, if somehow my videos on Joe Rogan, there would be no way to prove it, and I just look at the timing on Lusignan. I look at the timing on people like Jardula, and they quit. They put Jardula to host Jimmy Dore. I can't believe they did that. He was already past any type of credibility time. They gaslight their own people. Even Joe Rogan gets gaslit with They put on John Kiriakou. I guess they have to. Now that's not him smiling. That's not him happy. And I remember this bit here. Right there, his face collapsed. He was never smiling. Wow, we made it. We're almost done here. That's at the end of him talking for about a minute and a half straight. 2 minutes. It can't be hidden. There he's doing that stupid move, shakety shake shit. Little over a minute to go. So I'm hoping, praying with telepathy that Joe Rogan will be dead within 1 year. I'm nonviolent. I don't want anyone to approach Rogan other than to interview him or to get him on camera. No violence. Stay out of trouble. They can have it. They do have it. They have the fucking deformed faces. They have the deformed thumbs, the deformed living, the deformed movements, the inexplicable shit. I don't think people are watching him that much. I don't think the stats add up for viewing. About 20 seconds left. So he looks sick right there. I'm hopeful that'll be dead within a year. Non-violently, just of natural causes. I am praying, I am pushing. Like if part of the plant takes the energy from the dying part of the plant, and so we take his energy. Rogan's energy is taken, and he's dead. No one goes to prison because no one did anything to him. Joe Rogan's scum of earth. They're all scum of earth, and they all deserve elimination. Unfortunately, there's no legal justification. We be in the mythology of Thomas Jefferson and shit. George Washington, I mean, and all that garbage. 1776. It would have to be something like that. But apparently we only end up with an Edward Snowden. And then we only get someone from Australia trying to help fix us, the US. I'm leaving it at that. I hope fucking Charlie Kirk's dead, and that's a great thing. It's not great that he was murdered. I'm not condoning murder. I'm not happy that he was murdered. I'm just fucking happy that he's dead. If that makes any sense. And I would love it if Joe Rogan was as dead as Andrew Breitbart. As dead as that CEO of YouTube was. What's her fucking face? But it has to all be non-violent and have nothing to do with criminality. I want them to know that they're deformed and that we know they're reading off of hidden teleprompters, and I think they do know that. And I think based on the fact that there are no real comments anywhere, that it's fucking pretty clear to fucking everyone how fake the internet is and how it's being run by the U.S. military. So to each and every fucking bitch in the U.S. military and the contractors there, you're an American citizen. It's about time for you to protect the Constitution and start going after the people above you doing this shit. They're breaking the law, and they just have some fictitious power over you. It's time for you to save your souls and to do something about bitches who are behind this reading of AI off of hidden teleprompters on social media. Otherwise, then go fuck yourself.